Dear students, we are looking at the comparative figures which have to be calculated for EPS. Okay. Now, before getting into this question, I will explain what is happening here. Okay, and then you will understand. The issue is that we have an EPS calculated in 1 year, and now we have the next year. So, and in the next year we have either the bonus issue or we have the right issue. Okay, so what will happen? The share price is the EPS is going to go down. Okay, why is that? Let me explain. Let me write it here for you. So we have calculated EPS in year 1. In year 2, we made a right issue or a bonus issue of shares. Okay, so this is the situation. Like in 1 year, there is no bonus issue. In the second year, there is either a bonus issue or a right issue. Okay, so what is going to happen? My question is, what will happen to EPS? The answer is the EPS will fall since the number of shares are or the number of shares increase due to a right issue of shares or the bonus issue of shares. Okay, so I think you people agree. Whenever if you look at the formula for EPS, what is EPS? EPS is earnings divided by the number of shares. So you see the denominator is going up. So if the denominator, which is the number of shares, increase, the EPS will fall. So I hope this is clear that the number of shares are going up. Definitely the EPS will fall. Okay, so this is one thing. So are we in agreement on that? If we understand this, so I am going on. So what is going on? What will happen to the shareholders? What will be the response of the shareholders when the EPS falls? Yes. What do you think is going to happen? So I'm asking these questions and I'm giving you this situation so that we have a better understanding. So the shareholders will go crazy. Okay, when they cannot see the EPS go down because that is their earnings that they earn. Okay, so if the EPS is going down, shareholders will be crazy. Okay, so they don't like it. They don't like the EPS to fall. Okay, it's a major indicator of performance. Okay, so and worth for their money. So if the EPS is going down, they're going to go crazy. So what are we going to do? You see, can we call all the shareholders? Can we call all the shareholders? And explain them that there is nothing wrong. We only gave you shares at a lower price. That is right issue. Or we gave you free shares. What are free shares? That is bonus. The bonus issue. I hope you understand now. So this is bonus issue. So should we call everyone? All the shareholders come and we will explain what has happened. Is it possible? You tell me. Can we call all the shareholders? Come to the company. We have some important explanation to do. This is not possible. Okay. So that is not possible. So what are we going to do? we are going to restate the EPS for the previous year. What are we going to do? We're going to restate the EPS for previous year. We are going to reduce the EPS of the previous year so that the shareholders don't go crazy. Okay, so the solution, I'm going to write the solution here. Now you know whole situation. Solution is, and the solution is from IAS 33. The solution is to restate the EPS for previous year. How to restate? Restate to a lower, restate to a lower value. How to restate to a lower value? So I hope you understand, you're following me, that we have given a right issue, the number of shares have gone up, the EPS has gone down, the shareholders are crazy. What is the solution? The solution is that we restate the EPS for the previous year. How are we going to do that? There is, we again have to calculate the theoretical extra price, okay? The price of the shares after rights. I'm talking about theoretical extra price because in this question they are giving right issues. Okay, so now let's look at the situation of the question. They say what is the restated EPS per share figure for comparative purposes. Okay, so during this year Mac made a 143 right issue at 1.6. You see, the price that they've charged is only 1.6 when the market price was $2.2. Like, if you want to buy shares in the market, that is 2.2. But if you are the existing shareholder, you can buy the shares at a very low price, only $1.6. So this is a huge advantage. Okay. Now, last year's EPS is 81 cents. This year we have given the right issue, and the last year there was no right issue. So what is going to happen? The EPS for the current year is going to go down. So we are going to restate the EPS for the previous year. Okay. So for that, we need to calculate the theoretical X right price. Okay. So theoretical X right price. Theoretical X right price. Okay. So when you look at this thing, the concept of theoretical X right price become easy. Okay. Let's see. So we have like shares. We have 3 shares before rights at the rate $. The price of the shares is $2.2. Okay. So we calculate the value here. 3 into 2.2. The answer is, it's rounded. So I'm just going to unround it. And that is one new share. One new right issue of share. This is at the rate $1.6. Okay. So let's see. So that is 1.6. Okay. So what is the total value? Let's unround the values. I've got everything around it. If I unround it, it will be 1.6. So let's add the total value here. That is 8.2. So we have now 4 shares and the value is 8.2. Okay, let's see. So now we calculate the theoretical extra price. Okay, so we have value of 4 shares, which is $8.2. Value of 1 share, or we can say the theoretical X right price is $8.2 divided by 4. So we get the value here, 8.2 divided by 4. The answer is, it's again rounded. If we unround it, that is 2.05. Okay, so the theoretical X right price is 2.05. Okay, so the price before the rights was 2.2. Okay, so the price that is after the rights is 2.05 and the price before the rights was 2.2. Okay, so now we can we can easily calculate the the restated EPS. Okay, so how are we going to do that? The objective is to reduce the EPS for previous year. Okay, we have had this long discussion. Why is that? Okay, I asked these questions like the EPS has gone down, the shareholders are crazy. So the solution is that we simply restate the EPS for the previous year. How are we going to do that? We are going to multiply this 81 cents multiply by 2.05 divided by 2.2. So you see, this time the objective was to reduce. So we multiplied this to 2.05 and we divide it by 2.2. Okay. When we want to increase, we multiply with the higher value. Okay. So here we multiplied with a lower value and divide by a higher value because the objective was to reduce. Okay. So let's see. So let's calculate the value. 81 into 2.05 divided by 2.2. So see, we have a lower value. So this is 75.5. Yeah, we can say 75.5. We just so 75.5 cents is reduced to restate, reduced to counter the effect of right issues. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. This is the main thing. If you want to put all of this in yellow, because that would help you understand the answer easily. Meanwhile, the real answer is 75.5 cents. So I hope this is clear. And you know the logic now. We have to use the fraction according to the given situation. Here, we wanted to decrease the EPS. The EPS for the previous year was 81 cents. So when we multiply this to theoretical extra price and divided by the right issue price after or before the rights, we got a value of 75.5 cents. So we have achieved the objective. So I hope this is clear. We got a chance to understand the calculation of theoretical extra price again, how it is calculated, but now we used a slightly different fraction. So that was the third scenario. I hope my questions helped you to understand and navigate it better. You see, it's not really difficult calculation. It's easy. It's only the underlying concept. You have to master the underlying concept here. Okay. So I hope it is clear. We are making good progress. I'm writing all the details so that your life is easy. Yes, students, your feedback that things are under control. Very good.